There's a reason the calmest person in the room is usually the most dangerous one. Not because he's cold. Not because he doesn't care. But because he's the only one who hasn't given his power away. While everyone else is busy reacting, defending, explaining, raising their voice, he says nothing. And somehow, he always comes out on top. Today we are breaking down why silence isn't weakness. It's strategy. And we'll back it up, not just with Stoic philosophy, but with what modern psychology actually says about it. Let's start 2,000 years ago. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of history's most influential philosophers, wrote a line that still gets quoted today. Men are disturbed not by events themselves, but by their judgments about those events. That single idea is the foundation of this entire video. When someone insults you, ignores you, provokes you, the event itself is neutral. What destroys your peace is the story you tell yourself about it. The Stoics believe the wise man trains himself not to react to every provocation, because every reaction is a transfer of power. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the Roman Empire, wrote private journals reminding himself of the same thing, that he had power over his mind, not over outside events. Here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just ancient wisdom. It's backed by real psychological research. Psychologist James Gross at Stanford developed what's called the process model of emotion regulation. According to this model, strategies that act early in the emotion generative process have a completely different effect than strategies that act later. In simple terms, there are two main ways people deal with strong emotion. The first is reappraisal, changing how you interpret a situation before it even gets a chance to upset you. This consists of changing the way a situation is understood in order to decrease its emotional impact. The second is suppression, feeling the emotion fully, then forcing yourself to hide it on the outside. And here's the part that matters. Research consistently shows reappraisal is more effective than suppression. This is exactly what the Stoics were doing 2,000 years before psychology had a name for it. The silent man isn't suppressing rage while seething inside. He's already reframed the event. Their opinion of me isn't my problem. So there's nothing left to suppress. This connection between Stoicism and psychology isn't a coincidence. It's documented history. Albert Ellis, the psychologist who founded Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy, one of the most widely used forms of therapy today, built his entire framework on Stoic philosophy. As far back as his youth, before training as a psychotherapist, Ellis had read the later Stoics, Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. Ellis believed that emotional problems are not caused by external events, but by our irrational beliefs about those events, an idea borrowed directly from Epictetus. So when you watch someone stay completely unaffected while being provoked, you're not watching someone who's emotionally numb. You're watching someone running the same mental software that therapists now teach clients in clinical sessions. Except he learned it from a 2,000-year-old book instead of a therapist's office. So why does staying silent actually translate into winning? 3 reasons. 1. He keeps his energy. Every emotional reaction costs cognitive and physiological resources. The person who explodes is depleted. The person who stays calm still has full access to clear thinking. 2. He controls the information. Silence reveals nothing. The moment you explain, defend, or argue, you're handing the other person material. Your insecurities, your triggers, your weak points. Say nothing, and there's nothing for them to use. 3. He denies them the reaction they wanted. Most provocation is a test, conscious or not. People want to see if they can move you. The man who doesn't move proves, instantly, that he can't be controlled. And people unconsciously respect what they cannot control. The next time someone tries to provoke you, ignores you, insults you, baits you into an argument, remember, you don't owe them a reaction. You have power over your mind, not outside events. That's not just a quote on a poster. It's the foundation of 2,000 years of philosophy, and it's the foundation of modern therapy used by millions of people today. Stay silent. Stay in control. That's how the silent man always wins.